Well, Rich, the Steelers season is finally here. I honestly don't know what I did without them all off season.
Yeah, Daisy, definitely a long off season, especially on social media. I am tired of the chance to win retweets and old highlight clips. Give me something new.
As our next 412 Fanatics shows us, our social feeds don't have to be so boring. Let's check it out.
I sleep a little bit, but mostly I tweet like 24/7. I mean, I'm at 400,000 tweets right now. That's over 12 years. But yeah, I tweet a lot. Sorry, it's just it just happens. My name is Joe Toscano. I am Joey Bag of Donuts on Twitter, and I was voted 2020 best Twitter account in Pittsburgh. I use Twitter as a diary. Basically, any thoughts that I pop up in my head, anything I find funny, I post. A lot of memes. Also, I like talking Pittsburgh sports and talking about them with other people. So a lot of sports fans follow me. The neat thing about Twitter is it's very interactive, like during live events. So when I'm watching a Steeler game or a Penguins game or something like that, I'm on Twitter basically reacting as it's happening, and I'll find certain things that people say and retweet them, and things can get pretty fired up during the game, so it gets pretty interesting. Let's take a look at some of the tweets that have made me the 2020 best Twitter account. Okay, so this one was during the Steelers-Washington game, one of the ones that got rescheduled so many times. Instead of seeing the game, people saw an episode of Judge Judy. And my comment was, I think people would rather have Judge Judy as the offensive coordinator than Randy Fichtner. That's how hated Randy Fichtner was, so that became pretty popular. Okay, so this was when, I think around the draft, when everybody was saying that you shouldn't draft a running back in the first round. It's funny to me that people think that they are smarter than Kevin Colbert and Mike Tomlin. And so I made one with a caption, I'm something of a GM myself. The next one is when the Penguins were in the playoffs this year, and it wasn't looking good. They were down 3-2. I tried to make a post saying, well, look at all the times that we came back from being down 3-2, all the times in previous playoffs. So it could be done again. And that was a time where most of Twitter said, well, you're wrong. So, but that did get a lot of attention. There are so many fans of the Steelers, Pirates, Penguins, whatever, and it's fun to interact with them. It's just like the Pittsburgh sports community. Pittsburgh is one of the best sports towns in the country, and they have one of the most passionate Twitter communities also. People get very fired up. It's awesome.